raised 11 children, or in the process of raising 11, and they're all a little bit different. Some are very, very compliant. Some are those kids that you brag about. Gosh, I tell them one time, they've got it down pat. They're always trying to please their mom and dad. And those are fun kids to raise. They're easy kids to raise. But not every child is like that. You have that one that's going to challenge you, one that is going to be defiant at times. And how do you work with that? And how do you get him or her back on track? And I think one thing is prayer. That's very important, to pray for that child, to pray for that spirit of obedience to come, and then exercise patience and know that God can turn it around. It's not going to happen overnight, but that one who's a little bit disobedient, once he gets on track, can end up doing great things. I always think back when I think of that disobedient child to my uncle, Richard. He, from hearing my dad and his brothers and sisters talk about my Uncle Richard, he was the most disobedient child ever. My grandfather was a minister. He taught them right and wrong, and Richard just always went the other way. And they said he got more spankings, he got more timeouts, more whatever you want to call it, discipline-wise. But somewhere along the way, the light bulb went on, and he ended up becoming assistant chief of police in the city of Detroit. And no one could believe it. I actually met a guy years later. When I was coaching, he said that Dungy's a real rare last name, and you're from Michigan. Would you happen to be related to Richard Dungy? I went in the service with a guy named Richard Dungy. And I said, yeah, that's my uncle. He said, well, what's he doing now? And I said, he's the assistant chief of police in Detroit. He said, oh, that must be a different guy. That's not the guy that I know. So it just shows you that people can turn around if you're patient, if you're prayerful, and just keep that goal in mind that I want to help this child be the best they can be. Sometimes it's going to be tough, but I got to keep my patience.